If X is sabotaging your solution from both sides, how do you fight back? Welcome to the Balancing of Equations, where each platform you land on unlocks a new math skill. Our next platform, equations with variables on both sides. In this video, I'll walk you through two essential keys that break down the critical information of this skill. Together, they'll help you overcome these new problems. In this section, you will learn how to solve these equations with a visual demonstration. Look, we've hit a new kind of challenge. Variables on both sides. The best way to crack this is to picture a perfectly balanced scale. There is an unknown number of chocolates in the Halloween bag. On the left, 2 mystery bags and a single chocolate. On the right, 1 bag and 5 chocolates. So what's our next move? What can we do to both sides of the scale to really simplify the scenario? Is it possible to get a bag only on one side of the scale? You may realize there is one simple trick. We can subtract 1 bag from each side. Once we do that, now we've got 1 bag plus 1 chocolate on the left and 5 chocolates on the right. And suddenly, this is just a one-step equation. You've solved these before. That visual made things easier. But now, let's learn how to solve these without the visual aid. The second key is where we take the training wheels off. In this section, you will learn that there are different paths to solve the problem, how to identify the quickest and easiest path, and test your knowledge with the game. Here's that scale example, now written as an equation. This is where students freeze. Wait, do I move the numbers or the variables first? Does it even matter which side? Truth is, yes, there are multiple ways to solve this. But not all paths are equal. Some are longer, some are messier, with negatives and extra steps. So how do you choose the smart path? Start by collecting the variables. And here's the first step. Add or subtract the smallest collection of unknown variables to both sides. In this case, one group of B is smaller than 2 groups of B. So we subtract B from both sides, turning it into a problem you now know how to solve. Let's turn this into a game. You've learned the rule, now let's practice it. Example 1, we have 5 groups of X in comparison to 2 groups of X. The smallest collection is 2 groups of X. And since this is positive 2X, the opposite operation is subtracting 2X to both sides. Completing both sides, we have the following 2-step equation that we can now go and solve. Example 2. We have 2 groups of G in comparison to negative 7 groups of G. The smallest collection is negative 7 groups of G. And since this is negative 7G, the opposite operation is adding 7G to both sides. Completing both sides, we now have a 2-step equation we can go and solve. You now know all the key information on this concept. However, can you solve all exam-style questions? Watch this next video to master questions easily.